Let's go. PYB Podcast.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Pick Your Brain Podcast. I'm Simone.
Kyle. What up, folks? It's Mike D. What's good?
What the hell was that? All right, you know what?
KKKK Kyle?
Whoa, okay, hold on. That's
You just twisted my words right there. But
All right,
Welcome to the media. I was kidding.
All right, anyways, I'm Jonathan.
the loser, not the champ this time.
Wait.
Dude, you hella threw me off with that.
I'm just kidding, bro. It's all love, bro. It's okay.
And if you didn't know, we were a platform to showcase creatives, social issues, mental health, and community empowerment. Sorry if you don't see the community empowerment part.
Yeah, Simone.
Huh?
Whoa.
Oh.
What was that? Oh.
Ew, what the fuck is going on?
Y'all ready? Okay, so to my right, not to my left, to my right, we got a songer, a songwriter, a singer, a songwriter, a producer, an artist, also an actor as well. He also creates videos, a man of all types of traits and trades, man. We got the one and only Vince A, Prince of the Bay. Let's go. Hey, let's go.
So how does it feel to be a songer?
That's my bad.
A
That's a new one.
songer.
I've never heard of that.
It's crazy. It's this new thing where you don't actually sing, you just song.
I'm sorry about that, bro.
If I am not mistaken, isn't Simone technically to your right?
To my right. To the right, to the
To my
right.
double right.
To my double right. To my double right. Two rights make a left.
That's
All right, let's do what I'm saying.
When you guys are like turning on a left lane and there's like two left lanes, what do you call the do you say, oh, go to the furthest left, or do you go left?
Furthest left.
Yeah, the one. Okay, what do you call the one closest to the
inside lane.
thing? The inside lane.
That's
Okay,
called-
same.
That's called lane 1 if you're on the freeway.
What?
It's not the
The
freeway.
the carpool lane, that's technically called lane 1. If you remember from driver's ed. Oh wait.
No.
I don't.
Nobody knows.
We're all over the place. Anyways,
All right,
anyway.
let's get to the man of the show.
All right,
Vince. How you doing, homie?
Oh, I'm doing great. I appreciate being invited to be on this podcast. I've been watching your guys' episodes, and I've been nervously waiting to show my face on camera.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
We appreciate you here.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
No problem. I am normally very introverted. Like, I'm the dude who stands in the back of the corner at the party and be like, no one knows that this is
I'm
actually
here.
my party.
Which has happened before.
Yeah, exactly.
It's happened before.
But I feel, comfortable being amongst friends. So I will try to be as chatty as I can.
You are the person of the hour, brother.
Let's
so,
go.
Let's start with this first question.
Hot seat.
Ooh, how would you classify yourself as an individual? I know I gave you a lot of titles, including songer. But how do you classify yourself, brother?
Well, when I'm not busy being a songer, I am just Vince A, singer, a songwriter, producer. I do record and produce all my own music. I am the membership advisor for the NAACP Youth Council in San Jose. I'm also on the council with Jonathan, and Kyle is my president, so always under a lot of pressure being around them, it feels like.
Not my president.
It's just a Scorpio. Just a Scorpio
Not
vibe,
my
bro.
president.
Just a Scorpio vibe.
Are you a Scorpio?
Mr. President,
No, he's not a Scorpio.
am I a Scorpio?
No.
He's a Pisces.
No, I'm not.
What?
You're a Sagittarius.
No.
You're an Aquarius.
I am an Aquarius.
Okay.
He's an Aquarius. Yeah.
That's the only thing I know about anything astrology related is that I am an Aquarius. Don't know what it means,
But you're an Aquarius.
But I am an Aquarius.
Wow.
I guess I
wow.
like fish.
I thought Aquarius is like ended like beginning of February. That's why I was just like, wait, what?
Well, my birthday is on the 2nd, so I guess I just fall right in, barely. But what else am I? I love Star Wars. I love Spider-Man.
No.
Here we go again.
Here we go again.
Wait, you love Spider-Man?
I love Spider-Man.
Okay, what's your favorite? What do you think is the best Spider-Man?
I think Peter Parker
Yes.
is Tobey Maguire. That's it.
Yes.
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 You know what's crazy though? I love Miles Morales.
I love
Yes.
Miles Morales.
I think that's it's so different. Like I was just thinking about this the other day. I was like, the movie is such a different like vibe that I've never seen like
Wait.
like before.
What about live action ones? So like
Live
let's-
action definitely. Yeah.
The main three, pretty much for the main three.
Andrew Garfield has the best Spider-Man suit and also has the best Spider-Man scenes. Spider-Man with Tom Holland.
He plays it like well as like a kid.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
think overall he has a good, base of Spider-Man in this world full of other superheroes, right?
Yeah.
Because with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, it's just Spider-Man and his villains, whereas everyone else, but now, Tom Holland is dealing with the pressure of the Avengers, being Tony Stark's next chosen one.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
If you have not
you haven't-
seen the past two Spider-Mans, then
Then you're probably not watching this podcast either, which you should get on.
Yo, Vincent, he came out with a really dope ass Spider-Man costume that he created. It was fucking wild. You remember that?
Oh,
That
yeah.
was, 2 Halloweens ago?
My God, it was...
3 Halloweens ago.
No. In high school, when we were juniors, I think, no, sophomores, I had, or the Spider-Man movie came out with Andrew Garfield. It was like fresh, and I was like, damn, I want to be that for Halloween. So what I did was I bought the pattern, printed it out on the fabric, painted it, and then I sewed it all together. And it took me 6 weeks, but I had a Spider-Man suit, and I feel like a huge nerd just admitting that on camera right now.
Hey, it's
You're
okay.
fine, it's okay.
I've been knowing this fool since like 6th grade. I came into class crying because I had really bad anxiety. He's like, "Hey, bro, you okay?" And then we became friends. So I just show a little ounce of myself, and
oh my God, I can imagine that.
Yeah.
You okay?
you okay? I'm like,
No.
You're my best friend now.
That's right now. Yeah, I've been knowing him since 6th grade. One of my first friends in Milpitas, moving from East Side San Jose.
Yeah, honestly.
Shout out Vincent.
Hey, thank you, man. I mean, Kyle was like one of the first homies that I ever knew who would like actually plan stuff. Like we'd be in like 7th grade and someone would walk from one house to the next, pick that person up, then they would come to the next person's house, the next person's house, next person's house, and it'd always be Kyle being like, knock, knock, knock. Hey, can you ask your mom if you can hang out right now? I'm like, yeah, okay.
So
Oh God. And then what still carries on to this day where it's like, hey, we're hanging out with so-and-so, and we got Jonathan. Who? The Mexican one. Oh. Actually, when I was on a call with Daryl yesterday, his dad was like, who are you on the phone with? And he was like, Jonathan. And like I literally felt his dad just like, who? And it's like the Mexican one. Oh, that's the one. And I was like, bro, I'm 23. This is supposed to be like long gone, like a decade ago.
So, Vincent, in 7th, 8th grade, I remember you was always motherfucking jamming on the ukulele. You were like one of the best in school when all the Filipinos brought it. That's for sure. So, did you start music before that? And when was your biggest point where you realized you wanted to become a musician?
My biggest, well, I guess it starts when I was in 4th grade. When I was in 4th grade, we had like an assembly, and kids from the middle school came to our school, and they had band instruments, right? And there was a flute, a trumpet, a saxophone, a trombone, and I forgot the others because they just weren't cool, right? But the saxophone, the Asian kid playing the saxophone, he looked dope. He looked dope as shit. And I was like, I want to grow up to be just like him. And so I was like, hey, Mom, can you sign me up for band? Can we get an instrument? And so we did, and I picked up the saxophone, and I couldn't play it, and I struggled, and all I wanted to do was get a sound out of it. And when I got a sound out of it, I was like, oh my God, this is like the best thing in the whole world. Like I wouldn't put it down for like hours, just playing like the same 3 notes too.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I got to do this. It's so fun, you know. It's a gold saxophone, stuff like that. Exactly. And I loved like old music, and old music always had saxophones in it, right? So I felt like it was like really natural once, you know, like music started to become a part of my schedule. You know, I was taking band class. I had to do a lot of after school practice because my parents would have to sign off on it. But it was never like, it never felt like homework. Like it never felt like something I had to do. For a grade, it was, I want to do this. You know, I have like thousands of extra practice hours on the log that weren't needed because I just, you know, couldn't stop. I couldn't put the instrument down. And then, you know, not really being around a lot of people who did music in my family for a little while until I discovered that they all did music, and which was on my mom's side. So maybe in middle school when I got there, my mom was like, oh yeah, all your uncles can play guitar and sing. And everyone was already doing karaoke anyway. But like what was a good singer to me then, you know, it was like people on the radio, and when my uncles sang like Unchained Melody on karaoke. I was like, wow, it's so good, you know? It was really good, and I always wanted to hear them, right?
Yeah.
And they had guitars. I would go on like trips with them. My uncle would bring his guitar. And they could all play like Hotel California, which was like the craziest.
Yes, the favorite.
Yeah. Oh my God. It was the coolest fucking song that, you know, a 13-year-old dude with a guitar could like ever want to learn at the time. And I was like, okay, I'm going to try to learn it. And so my uncle gave me his guitar. It was like an old Yamaha from like the 90s, and it like cut my fingers, and it gave me like really bad callus, but I loved the guitar even more than the saxophone. And I was like, oh, wow, how is this even possible? You know, I found an even better instrument than the all gold one, you know, and it was just so calming. It was peaceful. And my grandpa, I have like a really faint memory when I was like maybe 4 or 5. And my grandpa's just sitting in my couch playing the guitar, and he has like a long thumbnail, and he's like, little Vincent, this is how you play guitar. And I'm like, damn. I didn't say damn, but I was like, whoa, you know. And then, so when he passed away, I think that was the guitar that my uncle had given me. And so I just felt really close with like my grandpa. I kept playing, like finding old songs that he recorded. And I was like, I gotta do this, because it just seems like everything in my life, if there were any signs, then they would all just be saying, do music, keep doing music. And then, you know, I got the ukulele, and everyone at school was playing it, right? And now this is a whole, okay, music is no longer just my own thing. You know, now people are going to know that I play music, right? Because when you're in band, you're not really like, I play saxophone to everyone, you know, but it's like everyone has a ukulele. Okay, now you're in it. And now everyone's going to be asking you, hey, can you play this? Can you play that? Can you play this? And before I knew it, I was just learning all the songs that people were saying, you know, can you do this? Because I was like, okay, I know they're going to ask me to play this again tomorrow, so I'll just learn it. And then I found like freedom in playing ukulele and music, because it went from seeing notes on a page and trying to play for the conductor to I know my instrument very well now, and I have the freedom to write my own songs and put notes out there that I want to hear for myself, right? And that was such a beautiful awakening for me, because I really didn't know what I wanted to do. You know, my mom put me in like martial arts and like soccer. My dad tried to get me to play basketball, and I was like, nah, you know, none of that's like interesting enough for me to just like do all the time, right? With music, I could do it all the time, play all the time. And then I guess people wanted to compete against me with ukulele. They're like, oh, I bet you can't play this. I remember this one kid was like, hey, I can play the Super Mario theme and you can't, huh? And I was like, I can. Dun, 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 stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I found, like, as early as middle school, I was getting opportunities to play my music in front of people, whether it was like, homegirl needs a guitar player for open mic, and stuff like that. It'll be fun. Or, hey, can you play the national anthem on your ukulele for the school assembly? And I was like, sure. It was really fun, and it was something so new and so exciting that I just got addicted to that feeling. Being up on stage, like I was nervous, but it just felt like the most comfortable place for me because I could speak. People would hear what I have to say. And when you're not great at communicating in general, then it's kind of like a saving grace. Like, oh, wow, I never knew that I could have this, because I'm not good at saying how I feel with like traditional conversation. Right? I feel like a song gets the point across. And, when I wanted to start singing, I didn't know because that was a whole new thing, right? Well, people want to listen to what I have to say. Will they like my voice? Will they like the words I put out? I don't know. And so I did my best. And even though I was like terrible at singing when I like first started singing, I still loved it. I hated how my voice sounded back to me, but I was like, wow, this is really fun. And I'm going to record this song 1,000 times until I get it right,
Yeah.
Actually, like, when I listen to your like IG posts, specifically your IG TV, when you announce your music, sometimes I'm not even, I don't even hear what you're saying, but like your voice is very soothing.
Yeah, the way you edit your videos is like funny.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really calming for me. I'm like, it kind of, I get drawn into like want to listen more because the way you like your voice.
Yeah, it's funny how you say like you're not good at communicating, but you're very like well spoken.
Yeah, for real.
Yo, I didn't even know. I didn't know you were part Russian. Your grandpa, when he talked to you, I did not know. This is how you play guitar.
Wait, how many instruments do you play?
Wow, that's a good question. I can play all the saxophones.
Wait, there's more than one?
Yeah, there's more than one. It's crazy, right?
Now you know.
Yeah. There's
Is there a
mainly three in band.
is there a Russian saxophone?
There is multiple saxophones.
Shout out Justin, you suck at the sax. Sorry, that's an inside joke. Vincent knows.
Wow. Throwback. Saxophone, guitar. Guitar is kind of like ukulele bass too. The banjo. I can play the banjo.
Stringed instruments?
The mandolin. Yeah. So,
Ding, ding, ding,
well,
ding,
maybe
ding,
not.
ding,
I think the string instrument I'm probably like the worst at might have to be piano because I have no idea. Like what I know, like the main chords, like with 3 fingers I can play, but after that I'm just like, all right. How do I? Did you know that there's 3 ways you can play one chord? I didn't know on the piano.
What the
hell?
I was like, damn, that's some music theory. And then when I learned that, I was like, okay, music is going to be really difficult.
Yeah.
But
Damn.
still power through.
Damn, you said banjo, and all I'm thinking about was, well, Jimbo, we got 3 hogs loose out in the barn. We gotta go get them.
So, Vincent. So speaking or hopping off what Mike said, the IGTV was it Hold You Close, Mike? Was that what you was talking about, brother?
Oh yeah. The Hold You Close. I mean, talk about Hold You Close. You just recently released the music, so.
Oh yeah. So my latest single. Well, what do y'all want to know about it? Like everything.
Will you hold me?
The whole
close?
process. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. How long did it take you to make that?
Well, physically, the production was like maybe a week and a half.
Damn.
The whole song as a concept, maybe 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny that you say that because I forgot. I watched an interview with some like an artist. They would like spend hours like just like thinking like they have a mind like they have an idea of what they want, but like it would be years, and then they would finally see like know what they want, and like their reaction would be like, "Wow, I could have literally done that in like 5 seconds." Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And so that's interesting that you say it's like 3 years and then 1 week to make.
Yeah. It's crazy because a lot of it is life going, it's not the right time to make this song. It's not the right time to put this song out. And, myself, just like as a musician, where's my skill level at this point? How many good creative ideas do I have? And will I be able to do the song justice with how well I can play, record, and sing in this moment in time, right? And so, like 3 years ago, where I was compared to now was like I feel like it was just okay. Even though back then I was like, this is definitely the best I can do, right? And so, all right, I guess I'm just going to tell y'all the whole story of the song.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
I will leave out names, but it starts in 2018. And one of our friends, he starts dating this girl, right? And it's like, okay, cool. We've been kind of rooting for him. It was also a little out of nowhere, but it's like, we're happy for you and let's celebrate, So, me and another homie, we wrote a song for the two of them, right? And it was like about him liking her and then them getting together. And then we finished it and we were like, this is great. I can't wait to share this with people. And so we shared it with them. And they're like, oh, yeah, we love this song. All right. And then she cheats on him. Oh, man. And now, he wasn't really tripping. The homie that got cheated on because I was with him when he found out. He was like, damn, that's lame, right? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, don't you have that song? And I was like, damn, now we can't release this song anymore because she did you dirty, right? And I was like, dang. Because, now we have this song that's almost explicitly dedicated to her, right? The hook says, in 2018, it still says the name beginning with the letter T, right? And if we were to put it out at that time, she would have been like, oh yeah, that's my song. Oh my God, it's about me. And we weren't about to let her have that. So for 2 years, it stayed in the vault. And I was like, man, I really like listening to this song, but I don't know when I'm ever going to get the chance to, work on it or release it. Is anyone ever going to hear it again? And then at the end of last year, fast forward to then, maybe September, I was like listening to it again. I was listening to all my old music because I'm at a different place in my life right now. Mm-hmm. And then I hear the song and I'm like, I miss the vibes and the memories that were around me when this song was made, right? And I felt like it was one of my better written songs. Even compared to the songs that I'm writing now, I was like, man, 2018 me was like really in love or something, or like knew more about love and was able to write more about it. And then all of a sudden, I'm meeting new people, and now I kind of have a reason to redo the song, to recreate the song. And so now I'm in a place where I feel very confident in I can turn this song into something that I've always wanted to be able to hear, right? Because you have a vision for something, and sometimes you can deliver and sometimes you can't. And in 2018, I couldn't deliver to the vision that I had, right? But, time goes on, and, life shows you things, you learn new things, and now here we were in 2020, and I have no reason to not do this to the fullest that it can be. And then in a few days I had the beat done. And then I needed to start on lyrics. And then I didn't know how to, I was like, should I keep the same lyrics, just sing it differently? But, something happened, you meet somebody, someone comes around and you're just like, oh, okay. And then I changed the lyrics. I kept the hook the same. I could have changed it, but I didn't have to.
Oh,
That's crazy.
wow, timing.
But it's really a song about you ever liked someone a lot more than you originally planned. Yeah, and then I got this out of it. It's a song that I'm really happy with. Honestly, it is one of the first songs that I'm genuinely happy releasing. Like I can actually listen to it as a song I enjoy. It's on my liked playlist. I'm proud of it, and that wasn't really something that I'm used to, mainly because I used to write songs with more people, like with a group, right? But now, as a solo artist, I'm just really scared about the stuff I put out because there's no one there to tell me, "Oh yeah, that's dope." When I make it, it's done, and then here it is. Will you like it, right? And I'm really glad that people like this song because oh my god, I put a lot of myself into this song. I'm actually like singing. Or I try to, usually I'm just in a song for like a hook, but the full thing, it's new. And I have been getting asked if this is about somebody specific. And this is all I'll say to that if it is about somebody specific, then she already knows. And she already knows that every word I sang in the song is true. She knows that her smile does make the sun shine brighter. She is a reason for my happiness and an inspiration for my music. And, just she is a great friend. That's all I'll say.
That is dope.
If she exists.
Beautiful. That was beautiful.
Jonathan, it's not about you.
I can't believe it wasn't about me. I thought you wanted me to hold me close. I want to know now. I was supposed to be in Vincent's arms. I'm glad for you. I will say one thing, all right, just so I can end my dumb bullshit. When you said back then at the beginning of the story, right, like, yo, don't you got that one song? I was like, oh, fuck, you give me Eminem vibes right there, bro. It's like, yo, they just, Machine Gun Kelly just talked shit about me. Yo, I got this song right here.
Right here, though.
And we're back with the PYB sponsorships. We got my boy, Vince A. Vince A., tell him about your single.
What's up? My name is Vince A. I got a new single out everywhere. Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you listen to music. It's called Hold You Close, and it's about this girl. When is it not? Anyway. Thank you for watching Pick Your Brain podcast. Catch my new song everywhere, and there's a music video out on YouTube.
Facts.
Okay. Now for the absurdity of the day.
Absurdity of the day.
Sorry, wrong button. No, it's just because you said it. That's why I did the.
You're so funny. Okay, anyways.
Oh my. Go ahead, Jonathan. Just take it away. Take my breath away already. Come on. Take
All
my
right,
breath
if you
away.
find Kyle's body somewhere, just remember Simone talked about this 3 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, she's a killer. That's all he said.
Oh.
So yeah.
What? Oh, the murder.
Anyways,
Yeah.
boom, it's time for the absurdity of the day.
Pew, pew, pew.
I chose this one just for you, Vince. All right, check this out. Sea lions actually have rhythm. They are the only animal able to clap to a beat, bro.
What? Like their ass?
Make it clap.
Oh, them sea lions,
Like
though.
that ass?
They do got thick,
Hey,
a thick
them
ass.
sea lions, they big.
They are thick. They're thick.
Quadruple Q, bro.
So are you saying that Vincent's spirit animal is a sea lion?
Damn.
Okay, I don't know where you. I don't know where you.
I got an uncle who's a sea lion.
A Russian sea lion. I could just imagine them clapping to like a hip hop beat, like
Give
they could be like the next
me
episode. Bum,
booty.
bum, 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 bum. But that was the absurdity of the day.
Brought to you by MC Churro.
Brought to you by MC Churro, Univisión 14 a las 7:00 de la noche.
All right, Vince. Moving forward. Okay, so
But I was gonna say real quick though. Thank you for sharing a little bit of your the song and where it came from. I think you should have been on our love episode podcast.
you should have. We should have been it right after or before, you know.
But yeah, I just
That was
wanted to say
beautiful.
that.
It was beautiful, man. That story.
We can do a love
I'm
part
somewhere in
two.
that story, by the way. I was one of the people he showed it to.
Yes.
So now you'll know I'm
lived
in it. Kyle. Yes.
Did he ask you to pull that out of the vault?
No, he did not. So I'm just gonna let's go back to Vincent. Sorry, we'll go back to Vincent. All right.
Not
Vince.
everything's about you, Kyle.
Chill, Simone, chill. All right. Who are some people you're inspired by?
My inspirations, well, they aren't just like musicians, you know, they're like a lot of people. I guess for musicians, probably would be Bruno Mars, Anderson .Paak, and they got that new joint.
I know, I was about to say.
Silk Sonic.
Go.
Listen to them.
You see that new song that they got, Bruno Mars and Anderson?
That's what you just said.
Oh, sorry.
I'm
I forgot the name of it.
Clearly, he's all in his head.
I am working
I am in
on
my head right
a
now.
cover for that song. However,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, so
Wow.
coming up soon.
Who's Anderson .Paak?
I am.
What, excuse
Really?
me?
Yeah. You know who's
You doing
Bruno
both?
Mars?
Who's Bruno Mars?
I am.
Just an octave switch.
Yeah, when I sing Anderson's part, I shave my head. And I grow my hair back to sing Bruno Mars's part. I'm really inspired by John Mayer, Brian Setzer. He's one of my favorite guitar players. Michael Jackson. Come on. New Edition. And even some homies that make music. Like shout out Jay Laurie, Ty Jalen, Dana Marr. You know, my homie Francis Ochoa, who founded the Naked Collective, and like, you know, you guys, my friends who do amazing things, really inspire me to just be a better artist. You know, because if they're doing everything they want to do, giving it their all, why shouldn't I? You know.
Yeah.
Wait, New Edition?
New Edition.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow! Like
Can You
that's
Stand the
one of my
Rain?
that's my favorite. Like one of my favorite. Like,
Really?
wait, what song? What song in New Edition? What do you
Mr.
like?
Telephone.
Oh my
Man.
God! Yeah. Okay. Can you stand the rain, Mr. Telephone Man? You're not my kind of girl. Cool it now. Jealous girl.
Wait, can you sing one of them? Like just a little sample?
Can you stand the rain?
That's what's up. Yeah. Okay.
Mr.
Okay.
Telephone Man is in like my morning playlist.
Oh yeah, I be playing that in the mornings when I'm cooking boba at the boba shop. Shout out Factory Tea Bar.
Factory Tea Bar.
Mr. Telephone Man. Okay.
Yeah, man. You know they got the vibes. All that.
What's up? What's up?
They inspired me to make the Lychee Boys.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dope.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, we were all wanting to do something, and I was like, man, if these guys could do it as kids, fuck it.
Right?
I got a little bit more
Makes sense.
rhythm from the Lychee Boys, so
Yeah.
shout out you, Vincent. We spent hours. I'm like, fuck, I can't get this move down. God damn it.
Just a little bit though.
Just a little bit down.
Watching
Damn.
their performances just made me realize I got 3 left feet, bro.
Jonathan, you were there a couple times, bro. You did a few
You have-
performances with us, Jonathan.
Three
Oh, we don't-
left.
Oh, we
Yeah.
don't talk about that.
Oh my God.
We don't talk
Jonathan
about that.
is also an inspiration, you know, like musically, lyrically. He's great. He's great. He all he does is like analyze fucking lyrics, and he knows what the fucking artist is talking about. And I'm like, dude, I can't even do that with my own songs. Come on, he's an excellent rapper.
Maybe you need Jonathan to analyze your songs.
For real.
Hey, dude, can you tell me what this is about?
Right here, a 4/5 of the bar, when you said "hold me close," given the context of this, I think you're talking about your relationship with Kyle and how you would like to hold him close.
Damn, dude, I didn't even know that shit.
I really tap into the subconscious.
Oh, yeah.
I think one of our dopest gigs, Vince, was we were the opening act for J.R. Aquino at yeah, we met him. It was fucking crazy.
Yes. Oh my
I
god.
heard he's like really shy. Like he doesn't talk to anyone before his show.
Yes,
Right?
he was
Yeah.
super shy.
It was insane because he's one of like just our inspirations as Filipino
Yeah.
kids, right? You and I, like
Yes.
damn, that was like a staple song in middle school, and to be invited to do a show with him, it was crazy because I was with Kyle and we were just hanging out. It was like 1 a.m. and Kyle goes, "Hey, you want to go walk around SJSU?" I'm like, "What? Why?" Let's do it. I was like, okay. It's like, get Spartan. And I'm like, okay. And then we were there on the campus, and then there's this huge theater. It's insane. Like the auditorium it's like beautiful. It's like red velvet seats, brown stage, red curtains. It's enormous, and we saw it from the outside, the window looking in, and we were like, damn, wouldn't it be so cool to perform there one day? Like we're just like, yeah, let's put it out there. Like, yeah, we're gonna perform here one day. And then a couple months, right? Maybe a couple months.
couple months later, yeah.
A couple months later, Kyle is in the Philippines, and I'm at Jonathan's house actually.
Oh, Jonathan.
Yep, I'm at Jonathan's house when I get a DM saying, "Hey, would you and the Lucci Boys be interested in performing at San Jose State at a show with J.R. Aquino?" And I'm like, that's what I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I'm like, Daryl, look what I just got, And then I was like, where is the show going to be held? And then she's like, oh, it's going to be held in the Morris Daily Auditorium. And I looked up Morris Daily Auditorium, and it was the same stage as the one we saw walking on campus.
Fucking crazy.
And I was like, no way, sometimes you just
Manifest it.
manifest stuff and it comes back to you, and you just got to do a good job.
It was Mabuhay, right? I think it was one of the Filipino organizations. Shout out to the Filipino community. They always put it on for the other artists.
Yeah, honestly.
We're on the radar for some reason.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We're on the radar for some reason.
Yeah, Mabuhay is like one of their annual event that they do for fundraising.
Yeah.
What year was this? I might have been there.
2018?
I might have been there.
You were right.
Wow.
And you don't remember the performance? I'm kidding.
We met him at a Lychee Boy gig at one of at a Filipino church's event. Remember,
yeah.
Mike? That's where we met Mike at.
Because I usually go to Mabuhay to event like church. They asked me to come. I don't know if I was there or not because I can't go to the auditorium and watch because I'm at the booth. Yeah. But I could have been there.
Oh.
That's dope. Oh my God.
Maybe we did pass by you or something.
You know what's crazy? Like
Yeah.
passing, like like being here and stuff like that is just like you never know like who you have
Cross.
almost interacted with.
Yeah, cross path with.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
That's hella wild.
Yeah, I mean, one time I was in church camp in like 2007, and then now I work at FTB, right? And the managers are the twins. Shout out Joseph and Miguel.
Hey.
And they're like, wait, you were at church camp? Where? I was like, Our Lady of Peace, 2007. They're like, we were there too. I was like, what are you talking about? They're like, we have a picture. I was like, you mean the big, long picture?
The panoramic?
Yeah, the panoramic picture from
Panoramic.
in front of Mother Mary. And they're like, yeah. And I go to their house.
That's me.
Sure enough, there it is, hanging on their wall with all the other Jesus pictures. And boom, like there they are, and then there they are in the back, and then I look all the way in the front. There's me, chubby me with like the bowl cut. I'm like, dude, How did I not know? I was like,
That's crazy.
All right, Vince. What was one of your most favorite gigs that you've ever done, hands down? What would you say?
ooh, gee, that's, oh my gosh. Let's see. Every gig has like their special thing about them, right? Like San Jose State is like performing with the bigger artists that we love. But I think one of my favorite gigs was like the first NorCal Night Market.
Oh, NorCal Night
Yeah.
Market. I remember that.
That was great because no one knew who we were. Like it wasn't like a friend recommended us. So the organizers like asked us based off recommendation. It was like, hey, let's see if we can get in this. You know, if we can get on the lineup and if people will like us. You know, and this is like really far away from where we're used to staying, and so I have no idea how it's going to be. And that show, like the crowd was crazy. There were hella people there. People were interacting with us. I got to speak on stage and like joke around with the audience, and they would like laugh and shit. It was so loud. I was like, dude, we never get this kind of response. Mainly because one, we don't have the time. Like our sets are usually what, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And we get like 3 songs, but this set was a half-hour set.
Fucking long ass.
And it was like our first show. We were like, okay, we gotta do long rehearsals so we have like the endurance, you know, and it was so worth it. I mean, they even gave us like free food vouchers, so I got like fried chicken skin.
Oh hell yeah!
Fried chicken.
Come on, you know, people were lining up to take pictures with us
Yeah, they
afterwards.
asked for autographs from you, bro. They were
Yeah.
asking autographs. I'm like, damn. Alright.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
It was like a legit stage too, right?
yeah, it was really crazy. I mean, that's like, you know, throw yourself into something you've never done before and see how well you can do it. Like that was probably one of my scariest. You know, like we're so far away from home.
We killed it, bro.
You know, we got no other friends here.
Pleasanton.
You know, who the hell's running
That
this
one
show?
friend on the
There was
side.
actually people from high school who was actually there. It was hella wild.
Yeah.
And they're all in the crowd. I know them. I went to school with them.
Yeah, NorCal Night Market is basically the 6 to 6 night market that's popular in LA.
Yeah.
So they just like, yeah, that shit was crazy. They're probably gonna have it this year. So I'm gonna see you on there,
Yeah.
Vincent. I bet that. I'm gonna see you on there.
Man, I hope so, man. You know, I really hate COVID because, man, right? We asked the NorCal Night Market if they can get us on the 626 lineup. And they were like, yeah, we could do that.
It was possible.
And I was like, what? And then,
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Going to LA.
It's hella big. That one's fucking big. But
Yeah.
COVID now, so who knows?
And it's LA. You never know who's in the crowd. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. And now I really miss doing gigs. You know, I miss meeting the people, you know, talking, meeting other artists. I really miss talking to the crowd. It's like a therapy, you know? Like I get to be at peace for 10 minutes or 15 minutes and just sing some cool songs that people will sing along to maybe, you know?
Yeah. And the people there is just amazing. They're just on your wavelength and your vibrational energy level, right?
Yeah, dude. I'm just
Very
especially
like-minded.
you, right? Like you literally control the fucking vibes.
Yeah, you literally control.
You know?
I want these guys to be sad.
I want these guys to be sad. I think that one of the last gigs before COVID, we did it with Mike. Remember Mike and Malaya? That little fundraiser for the Philippines.
Church, yeah.
Yeah.
So the Lychee Boys contributed their time and their skills. We did a fundraising for the community. So it was at a church. It was a Filipino event. Thank you all for doing that. So yeah, I appreciate that.
Of course, brother. So you mentioned there was a lot of difficulty with doing gigs as of right now. Would you say that was one of the biggest challenges during COVID for yourself as an artist, Vince?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because like, gigging is like half of you as an artist, man. Because you stay locked in the studio for hours and weeks and days and months, so you can perform all those songs, right? And it's like not the same when you're just like doing it on Zoom or like Instagram Live, because you're not reading people's faces. You know, I'm not seeing how people are reacting. I'm like reading a chat. You know, I'm not controlling the room because everyone's in their own room and it's hard. You know, even me, I'm in my own room and I can't control it because, you know, I'm comfortable, so comfortable that I'm like not even wearing pants, you know, but also,
Be in my classes.
come on, you know? And at the same time, also super nervous because there's like 90 people in this Zoom room.
And they're just
And and they are waiting for me to sing. And I'm just like, what? But I'm not pumped up or anything. So I have to do something, you know, or like just the way, you know, the phone or my computer, how it captures the audio, it's not the same as if you would be right in front of that person. You know, like you can watch a bunch of YouTube videos about this artist's live concert. And when you go to see the concert for yourself, you're just like, damn, I'm never watching that YouTube video again because I know how I felt, you know, when I was there. It's like crazy. I don't need it. You know, it's in here. And, you know, we don't get that anymore.
Yeah.
And it's tough for all artists, you know, like I know so many artists who just have switched gears, you know, now they're all about streaming. You know, they're posting a lot more on social media and they never used to do that before. But like, how the hell are you supposed to get someone to hear this song if you can't even like go to an open mic to do it, you know, get like 20 people to hear it, you know, have some good conversation. You're meeting less and less people and making less and less connections. And it's really tough, man. I miss it. That upon other things too, you know, like my mental health. It's probably one of the biggest challenges just being an artist and also dealing with like anxiety, depression, ADHD. It's really hard to focus. Like not just the other day, I like woke up at like 6 a.m. I was like, I had a lot of stuff to do. And all I did was like lay in my bed, looking at the ceiling, thinking, okay, this is what I have to do. And then 30 minutes later, I'm still thinking, okay, I'm going to put on socks, you know, or okay, I'm going to sit in front of my computer and turn it on. And that never happens, you know? So, and with that being, you know, in a pandemic and you're not even supposed to go out, you know? So all I have to do are things at home and I still can't do them. I'm just like, damn, you know, what's wrong with me and stuff like that. But, you know, you learn to get over that slowly, which is what I've been trying to do. You know, I'm lucky to have a great support team. You know, I've got amazing friends, good family support too, and you know they keep me going tough times. Like they're always the one to be like, look, you know, you're not even doing this for other people, right? Like stop worrying about, you know, why you have to make this song so this person will like it or so that you'll get followers or this and that. It's because you love doing music and, you know, you get lost in the workflow that you forget. So a lot of times you forget why you fell in love with it in the first place, right? Because now you have deadlines kill the fun and everything, you know, and stacking problems on top of problems during a pandemic, you know, it's like working backwards. And so I've been really trying to relax, have an easier day by trying not to think about things that I can't control. And, you know, it has been helping. You know, sometimes I'll just ask a homie, you know, someone from work. I'll be like, hey, you want to come through after my shift and watch me make this song so I don't get distracted. And if that's what we have to do, then we have to do, you know, because that'll be the difference between a whole day of not working on anything and, you know, I get off of work and have someone come over and be like, hey, make sure I don't get distracted. And then, you know, we'll be going from like 7 p.m. to like 3 a.m., you know, just making music. And it's really tough, you know, COVID, people not following guidelines and restrictions, you know, and you're just like stuck in this like state of when is this going to end? You know, like when the pandemic ends, it's starting to sound like, oh yeah, when I get a girlfriend for me, and that's going to be fucking never, you know. I don't got time. You know, I don't got the focus. You know, it's tough. And so, you know, I'm glad y'all are doing this, you know, staying like active, putting people on, supporting the community. It's great, like this helps my mental a lot. So I appreciate y'all.
Yeah. I think like for me too, like I'm at the worst by myself, and I think sometimes when I interact with the world, that's where I'm at my best. And so with that, like I want to extend the space to you. So if you ever need a space and you just wanted to like just be around people, come through, let me know. You know what I mean? You can kick
Thank you
it.
so much.
Because I think, especially around this time, like, we're so isolated.
Yeah.
And then, you were saying, like, we get stuck in a day and sometimes you don't know. Sometimes we can't even move,
Yeah.
And so, because it seems like we have no reason to move, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, but I want to extend to you. We have a space here. I'm here all the time. I have schedules, so just come through, let me know. We just kick it. You could just chill. We could blah, blah, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Vince, what's wild? So just recently in my English class, we've had the discussion about how the best and most influential people in the world, artists, they have to lose a little bit of themselves, and they have to find a sense of vulnerability and go into this dark part in themselves to express their art, to make it the most impactful works, ideas, or whatever it may be. So I just want to give props to you for doing that with your singles, bro. Like the last few you released, right? It's fucking crazy. Like you really feel it to the bone. You share with us your struggle and your story, and that's what I think an artist does. So keep that shit up, bro. I feel like you finna change the world for sure. You already are. You know what I'm saying? But you have bigger and better things planned for you along the way. So I know the mental health is a toll that kind of comes with it, but dude, it's your struggle. That's what makes you you, and that makes you who you are today, Vince.
And it allows you to create this such like beautiful art that people can relate to too.
Yes.
And I feel like that's like I really don't think a lot of people understand the shit that artists have to like dig up to create something so impactful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's crazy.
Yeah, you really face yourself.
Yeah.
You make art. It's crazy. And I don't know. I really appreciate all the kind words, and I'm not gonna stop doing it because, right? If I can do this so someone else can have an easier time with their life, then that's what I'm gonna do. Also, if you are dealing with mental health struggles, then reach out. If you know me, then please talk to me.
Yeah.
I'll be able to listen because I want to listen. And I think that's important, especially in times like these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Needs an ear to listen to. So I'm here to lend one. I'm sure everyone else here will too.
Yeah.
Reach out.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. It's a community. You feel me?
Yeah, build that. We got to build it.
Community empowerment.
I think I understand and relate to where you're coming from, because mental health, that's definitely one of the biggest things for me through this pandemic. And as Kyle put it, right, sometimes you got to dig a little deep when you're in, like the trenches, what I'm saying, to pull yourself out of there, but become rejuvenated with a new perspective and that sort of stuff. And that's kind of how it was for me a year ago. Wow, almost a fucking year ago. Yeah, what I'm saying? Because that was my biggest fear. I was just like, I was always out and about, I was like community school, always hanging out with people, working, and just always being out, never wanting to have a conversation with myself, because I was like, oh, that's a Pandora's box. Oh God. And so, pandemic happened, and the whole like stay at home orders, when there was the 3-week thing or 8-week thing. And it was just like, fuck, I don't want to converse with myself. And then I was just forced to, and I learned a lot about myself, understood sort of more about myself and my goals and my ambitions. And so it was definitely needed, given my trajectory at the time was not looking too hot. But now, like I said, I dug in, pulled that motivation out of me, and I feel at least, reoriented in a sense, and so I think one of the biggest things is as I've mentioned, my favorite song of all time is Lose Yourself by Eminem, because although I've had issues with artistry, um, I've always admired when artists are able to lose themselves literally in the music and just become that and just be themselves and just boom, just release all that positive energy, all that positive vibes, because it feeds into other people and motivates them. So, props to you, fam, honestly, for all the work you've done. Just fuck, dude. Amazing, bro.
Thank you, dude. I am glad that you were there along the way, I mean, hey, the whole journey, was just us figuring out how the hell to do this, like, and who cares, right? Like, let's just do what we want.
Fuck it.
Exactly.
Forget about it.
Because the art, right? Art is our catharsis for, the problems we're dealing with that day, the week, or whatever. And I even remember like you and me talking about songs that were too hard to do, like emotionally. But you did it. And like you recorded it, and I was like, damn, and like listening to, the rap about your brother, like, oh my God, that hits home, and like I'm almost tearing up now thinking about it. But like, it's a great thing because it's like a healing thing, right? Music, and art has healed us, in a lot of ways. So
Yeah, and I think as I mentioned before, when y'all were trying to plug it in, good luck. I've only written one song, and actually, like, I guess, like, ghetto recorded it, that I'm actually proud of because it was quite a journey. And I've done a little like verse about my bro, but never a full song because, as you mentioned, it's just something I can't. It's something so hard. Like I can't even. I can't do something because in a sense, like that perfectionism in me is just I got to make sure it's right. Like not even for the sake of others, but I like for myself. And as you mentioned, right, like sometimes it's just not the time. And it's something. It's something I don't for the time being, right? Whether it's a song or whether it's just like some freestyle I write, that sort of stuff. It's something I probably won't be able to do for a cool minute because that shit is just monumental to who I've become. And so I got to make sure it's right within myself. But that's the journey of life, bro. Just live it, experience it, and see what happens.
Yeah, man. That's the beautiful part is the growth.
Yeah.
Right?
The growth. Yep. So Vince, you got anything releasing soon that you want to let the people know on the podcast?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Currently, I am working with a couple of people to write a few songs, turn it into an EP project. I am working with the twins from FTB. Shout out Joseph and Miguel. Thank you for being beautiful poets and helping me to make even more music. This next single right? I'm still promoting the one that's out now, but already got a new one coming up. It's actually a sequel to the first song. And what's crazy is that there's a whole music video world, cinematic universe.
Oh my gosh.
So the director of the music video for Hold You Close, his name is Alex AJ. He's a young kid who's an amazing director, amazing writer, and damn amazing producer because he was able to get this whole project going before I even finished writing the lyrics for Hold You Close. So after we did that, it turned out amazing. I hope everyone saw the video and enjoyed it. Then he came to me with the idea of, Vince, are you going to do an EP? And I was like, maybe. Why? He's like, what do you think about phase 1 for the Vince A cinematic universe? And he had 5 music videos lined up. And
That's dope.
it was Hold You Close,
That's exciting.
the next song, and 3 other songs that I have already written, need to record, might be switched out with new ones that I'm writing with Miguel and Joseph. But it would be 5 parts, and the second part is called Too Far. The first one is Hold You Close, where I fall in love with this girl, and my one goal is to end up with her. Ask her, "Can I hold you close? Will I be the one that you choose?" Too Far is set in the future. After I have gotten the girl, life isn't always,
Rainbows and daisies.
exactly like sugar and sprinkles or whatever. It's like some shit always has to happen, So in Too Far, it's about how I am no longer happy in my relationship, and neither is she. And I meet someone who is, my friend's girl, right? However, they are not having a great relationship either because, most people aren't, I guess. And then, she vents to me, and all of a sudden I find something that I felt like I was missing. And, we start hanging out and things happen, and I think we went too far with this. How the hell are we going to tell, our significant others? Because we're kind of happy where we are right now, not telling them, but we know that we have to. And then part 3.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's like Spider-Man Homecoming, Spider-man Far From Home, Spider-Man Home Slice.
Home slice.
Then they had the best one.
I'm not gonna lie. I was just like the sequel to Hold You Close. I was like, Hold You Closer. And then when you said the Vincent multiverse or whatever, I was like, yo, are we having Wanda Vincent?
Wanda Vincent, yo, that's a good one, dude. Oh my god, someone hit me up. Let's make Wanda Vincent. I do have a preview.
Let's go.
I have a preview of
Wanda
Too Far.
Vincent?
Oh, yeah. Would you like me to play it?
Yes,
Yes, you can.
please.
Okay. Well, I'll play the song, and then I'll cut it off at a point where I think is okay, and then y'all let me know what you thought about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Facts.
All right.
Exciting.
Goes like this.
Oh, baby. Yeah. At first I was saying, let me hold you close, but now here we are trying to make the most of the time we get to spend apart from the people who we hold in our hearts. I know they love us, this kiss and pretend, something that we both know needs to come to an end. But here we are with all these complications, thinking about the separation leading to our creation. I think we went too far.
Too far.
Okay.
We don't care 'cause we're happy where we are. We gotta figure it out before my other lover's world starts crumbling down.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Wow.
Little R&B for y'all.
That
That's
actually
dope.
hit. Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
I see a bit of the influence of that 90s R&B.
Yeah, that's R&B.
Okay.
Damn.
No, that's dope.
Oh my gosh.
I'm excited for that.
That took me on a euphoric state. That's what I really crave from R&B songs, like that
Thank
type
you,
of.
man.
Whew.
Thanks. I mean, it's like a bittersweet song, and it's something that actually happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's my big thing is I try to write music based on like a real point in time, whether it's something that happened to me or someone close to me, because a lot of people will deal with something and they'll think that, or it's helpless and they're the only one going through what they're going through. But the crazy thing is, everyone seems to be going through the same damn problems.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
And everyone could, just use some help and stuff like that. And I try to make music to where someone listens to the song and be like, I never thought he'd write a song about the exact situation that I'm in, something like that. And I feel like if I could do that with music, then I've done what I set out to do, which is try to make people feel like they're not alone.
Yeah.
Exactly.
BRB, I gotta go drive in the hills now.
Sierra Hills. You know the spot, SJ Sierra. Vince, is there anything else that you want to plug down below?
Follow me on social media at Sounds by Vince. Also follow my director at Alex AJ. Also follow Pick Your Brain podcast. I just want to say thank you to y'all for inviting me on here, letting me speak, letting me say what I had to say, because it is very, very relieving to be able to pull all this weight off my chest. Thank you to everyone who believed in me. I was very nervous about coming on a podcast and speaking, but I have some good friends who are always just like, "Nah, you'll be great. You'll do fine. And it'll be fun." And
You had it, bro.
yeah, it really felt like I was just talking to y'all. Just microphones for some reason.
Just recorded.
Just casually recording.
And Jonathan on the computer.
And Jonathan on the computer, it's really, really nice to see people that I haven't seen in a long time.
Hell yeah.
We need more of that, because it's, I just miss. What Joe? Damn, Jonathan. All right,
He's feeling himself right there.
Loneliness.
I'm just like, it's not like we ain't a platform to showcase creators, you know what I'm saying? That's what we do out here,
Yeah. So thank you again. It felt really natural being back.
Yeah.
Something.
Well, yeah, I just got to say, I definitely miss you too, homie. I miss the whole squad, you know what I'm saying? So we shall see when Rona, decide to chill.
Tequila shots. Let's go.
Hey.
Thank you guys for watching.
A sick ass beat. Yeah.
Get that right.
That was actually a T-Max.